Learning and retention improves when more of our senses are engaged. Many of our favorite memories involve multiple senses. In our classroom, we experiment with different sizes, containers, and mediums such as sand, water, goop, beans, and rice, combined with different objects like shells, marbles, rocks, and items of different textures for them to hold and feel. Through pouring and sifting, the children develop math skills such as size, conservations, counting, matching, classifying, and sorting. As the children manipulate the materials, they learn to understand concepts such as more, less, full, and empty. It is just about the child expressing themselves, wondering and figuring out everything they can about the materials. We can see the excitement on their faces. This is success and learning.
Through gardening, early learners develop the relationship with the natural world around them. They interact with nature, planting seeds, caretaking to ensure their growth. These children have planted from seed cucumbers, beets, peas, lettuce, and much more. The children can see the life cycle of the plants and enjoy the fruits of their labors. Early life science, mathematics, and writing in the form of journaling are all enriched through this activity. Kindergarten through second grade curriculum contains plant anatomy and life cycles. What better way to remember it than putting their hands in the dirt? Students also utilize engineering skills to design their garden, mathematical skills to measure its growth. Growing food in the garden helps them to visualize the process the food they eat goes through before they see it on their very own plate, giving them a better appreciation for its value. This leads to more willingness to try the vegetables they worked so hard to grow. Parents are always surprised to hear that their child ate a fistful of spinach or some fresh sweet peas from the garden. Gardening also brings forward the skill of observation, as the children keenly observe the changes of the transformation and any issue that might arise day by day, week by week. These observations lead to solution-oriented critical thinking. At one point, we saw holes in our cucumber leaves. What could be eating the leaves, we wondered. Upon further investigation, we found a big caterpillar. We decided best to remove it from the garden. In another observation, we noticed the many watermelon seedlings we had planted looked like they were dying. What could it be? Too much water, too little, too much sunshine? No, in fact, one friend observed that they were too crowded and close together and didn't have enough space. Just like we need space, they need space as well.
Art with toddlers might seem daunting, but in our classroom, we like to take risks. We use found items such as leaves and sticks as our paintbrushes. The Mora sets up the table with the material and paper, but after that, the children are welcomed and encouraged to explore the material and start creating. There is no finished product. The art we do is all about the process and the experience. The theme often follows the Jewish calendar or the season, but each child's art differs. As the children become comfortable with the materials, their art becomes a form of self-expression and exploration. Once a week in our classroom, we have a special Baby Doll Circle Time. Baby Doll Circle Time is a curriculum created by Conscious Discipline to promote healthy bonding and social-emotional skills in toddlers. We start off by singing, "Get your baby, get your baby, get your baby, time to play," which indicates the beginning of our circle time. Each child chooses their own baby doll from the basket and is ready to begin. There are 5 steps to Baby Doll Circle Time. 1. Transitioning to getting your baby. 2. Beginning awareness. 3. Connecting. 4. Cuddling and soothing. 5. Ending and transitioning to the next activity. We start off by singing, where is my baby?" The children look at their babies excitedly while covering their baby's face with their hands and reveal the doll's face singing, "My baby is here today." We connect with our babies, play with them, sing to them, comfort them, rock them, and put them to rest. The children interact with their baby dolls in the same ways we interact with them individually. When children act out these gentle and loving behaviors with their baby dolls, they in turn are receiving that same sense of comfort and connection as if they are engaging with us individually.
It's exciting coming to school. As we walk into our classroom, we see all of the options we can dive right into. The choices can sometimes be overwhelming. To practice the critical skill of decision making, we encourage our friends to choose a morning greeting. Would you like to share a smile, a wave, or an elbow knock? This stimulates the brain to make important choices throughout the day by telling us to stop, refocus, and choose. Each of these choices yield sharing a connection that can uplift happiness. Beginning each day with a sense of safety and connection is essential to a day of cooperation, caring, learning, and fun. An attractive space with soft furniture and beautiful picture books can be an oasis in the classroom, a place to get away from more active interest areas and relax. Books help children gain a better understanding of the world around them. They develop an understanding of symbols, they learn to make predictions and think about cause and effect. When they hear a story, children make connections between the story and the things they already know. When they retell stories, they learn to sequence as they relate the events of the story in order. All aspects of literacy, reading, writing, listening, and speaking can be strengthened right in the library. When children hear and read stories, they learn new words and their meaning, and their comprehension grows. Good thing our room is filled with lots of bookworms.
Our block play is a popular choice in Kita Gimel Daled. We enjoy building different types of structures, such as castles, houses, rocket ships, and vehicles. During Sukkot, we built various types of sukkahs. Building, whether through smaller indoor blocks, large outdoor blocks, or loose parts, encourage the children to stimulate their imagination and have confidence in their creativity. They develop their vocabulary by articulating just what they need to make their imagined blueprint come to fruition. Sometimes, the children have a design in their head but don't see the tools on the table needed to produce it. This is when they use their collaboration skills to figure out a game plan. Often, this entails becoming resourceful and using whatever can be found in the classroom. By using cooperative problem solving, we work together to enhance each other's creations, which in turn subliminally fortifies our interpersonal social-emotional skills. With all of these skills secure in our toolbox, Kita Gimel Daled is more than ready to construct foundational memories.
Research now shows that teaching applied mathematics, science, and art makes for a more successful, active learner. Giving over this design process to young learners leaves their mind open to seeking solutions and being okay with the trial and error process that is so key to their success. The light bulb was not invented on the first try. It's okay to go at something from many angles and many attempts. Great learning will take place in all of that trial as well. Too often, we overlook young minds as incapable of solutions, when in fact, their minds that do not have preconceived notions of how things should be can think of the greatest solutions. The comfort with the materials will lead them to ask why questions, which will lead them to think, why not? And begin the engineering design process. Ask, research, imagine, plan, create, test, and improve.
During circle time, we sing a school family song. School family is a concept from conscious discipline that reinforces and encourages that special family bond amongst teachers and students at school. Before we sing the song, we ask friends to suggest different ways we can greet each other in the song: air high five, elbow bump, toe touch, and other ways. The song uses sign language and encourages each friend to feel connected to those around them. The words are, we are a school family, air high five with a friend, and we usually sing it 3 or 4 times.
Each week we focus on one letter sound, and at circle time I pass out objects that begin with the sound, and we make a visual list of those words. Each child takes a turn telling us what object they're holding, and this allows the children to associate an image with the sound that we are learning. Then after asking the children if they notice a pattern, usually someone will shout, they all start with Y, or whichever letter we're talking about. And we talk about the shape of the letter in terms of sticks and curves. The children then recreate the letter, uppercase and lowercase, using blocks and sometimes even their own bodies. We also have literacy trays that are changed weekly in accordance with the sound of the week. Children learn to make the shape of the letter by tracing it in sand, and they learn the sound by discovering the alphabet objects of the week.
We're doing what conscious discipline refers to as an I love you ritual. At IJP, our main goals are that your children feel safe, loved, and can continue to learn and grow. So much of making that possible is based on the connection between a child and their caregiver. The key components of an I love you ritual are eye contact, touch, and an element of playfulness. We've seen so much joy and light in our friends' eyes, and we've seen it build connection between friends. Try it at home and let us know what you notice.